Hey, what's up guys, Mashine here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we've got a really interesting one. We're going to compare some past data to what we have currently, and you're going to see just how crazy things are looking for this holiday season. We've got a lot of things disappearing from the market, and that could be one of two things, but we're going to go over that a little bit more. But before we hop on into this one, if you guys are looking to pick up any CSGO skins, I've got a couple links in the description. Let's hop on into it. Now, this video is mainly about this image right here. Now, this seems pretty abstract to say the least, but the main thing here is this is how many glove cases were up there at November 24th or November 23rd, or roughly around that time period. Almost in about a week from now, we'll be at a month-ish. So there's definitely going to be less now, obviously, right? But the thing is, there is so significantly less now. There was 93,000 of these listed. Let's look at how many we have now. A staggering only 55,000. That is crazy. You want to know why that's crazy? Because that means there's 38,000 cases that have disappeared from the market in the past 3-4 weeks, which is crazy considering that's almost half of what was listed on the market for the glove case. By the time you're actually getting to see this video, I'm sure we're probably going to have under 55, potentially even 50,000 on the market. I mean, these things are disappearing quick, and that's really interesting because we're going to talk about where those cases are going. Now, when we look at our November graph here, we can see that there was roughly 500,000 glove cases in box, which is an extremely high amount for such an old case. That's significantly higher than the majority of your older cases, and it's about 2.5 times what the breakout case was for that month, as we estimate. So that's very significant because it's not 2.5 times the price of the breakout case. It's almost getting to the point where it's even with the breakout case. Now, I don't have exact data, but I remember last time we saw that big CSGO bubble, there was a really short supply of glove cases out there. I believe it was like under 15,000. And I wish I had actual screenshots to back it up, but I remember in my head thinking to myself, what am I missing? Why is there just so few of these glove cases out there? There was so many people invested into the glove case that there was just not enough to go around. And that's something that's really good for investors if everyone's looking to hold out. If everyone's going to hold out, we could potentially push that price point up to infinity. Now, that's not going to happen, and that's a very extreme example, but that's what's happening with all these super rare cases, is that the people that are invested into them really have full control of the profits and how much the value of that case is worth. If we look at the Bravo case, there's very few listed, under 1,000. The people that are in control of that case now get to determine the price point they want to sell at because there's so little competition amongst everyone around them that no one has the case. The main problem we're running into here, though, is that we don't know where those cases are going. If they're all being opened, that's extremely good. I mean, right now is the time where opening cases is in season. It's the holiday season, but we don't know if those cases were just stocked up by one person over the span of a couple weeks. We don't know, and that's the problem. I personally wish we could get like a mid-month CSGO case unboxing guide. I mean, obviously I'm in a position where I can just be like, yeah, I'd like this, I'd like this, I like this. I think it'd be really useful. However, I could definitely see that person has other things to do, and I'm grateful enough that we are able to get what we currently get with the monthly case unboxings. Now, when we look at our graph here, we can see obviously where that big investing hype was. However, there has been at least a little bit of sustained growth, especially when we're looking at something like the breakout case here. The breakout case has sustained a little bit of growth. We saw that big jump and it slowly creeped up. However, the glove case is a little bit different. We see that run up very quickly and then it just stagnates. And this is really interesting to me because during this time where it ran up and stagnated, we lost 38,000 cases somewhere. Those cases disappeared and are nowhere to be seen. They might be in investors' inventory, they might have been opened. So I am personally very confused on why we're starting to see a little bit of a price point fall off. It seems really crazy to me that we've had all these cases go and we're starting to dip down in price a little bit. This could potentially be a really good time to buy with a buy order if this is something you're looking to get into and you've kind of missed the boat already, because it seems like, at least judging by the breakout graph, there is definitely still some room to grow. However, the glove case is stagnated here, and honestly, I keep repeating myself, but I'm really interested to know where those 38,000 cases went. To me, it seems crazy that almost a third, or rather almost a half, of these cases have been eliminated from the Steam market, and I would really like to know where they went. Now, when we head over to the rare special item, there is definitely a very high price point for some of these gloves. I mean, you've got your sports gloves hedge maze coming in at $3,200 in that top condition. Seems absolutely crazy. It's probably a little bit less than that, obviously, but your Pandora's box still at that roughly same price point. So there's definitely a very high price point for some of these gloves, which honestly, if you go back to your butterfly knives, especially when we're looking at that breakout case, there's really not that much of a high price point there. So this could potentially be something really good for the glove case, that they are able to produce a $3,000 item, where if we head over to our breakout case, the best thing you can really hope for is a butterfly fade, which is about $1,600. Now, I mean, if you want to get super technical, you've got your Crimson Web and your Knight that are both in factory new stat track that'll be worth more, but we're talking super low odds there, and honestly, it's almost so low, in my opinion, it should be almost dismissed how reasonable it is to assume that you'll get one of those. I think it's definitely really interesting how well these cases are lining up against each other. I used to personally think that the breakout was very superior to the glove case, but a lot of this data is showing that the glove case, especially right now, has a lot of potential to potentially stay even or potentially overtake the breakout case in price. Judging just by the fact of when they came out, though, it's reasonable to assume there is a significant amount of glove cases out there compared to probably a less significant amount of breakout cases out there, meaning that there's probably more glove cases than breakout cases. However, they're being unboxed at a 2.5 times faster rate than the breakout case. Therefore, there should be less of these sooner than the breakout case. The amount of glove cases is currently kind of going down pretty significantly, where the breakout case, it's going down but not as significantly. So this could potentially, in my opinion, be a very good time to get in on the glove case if you're looking to do so. Now, I'm not advising for or against the glove case. I think I have like 50 of them, not a significant amount, and I'm going to be holding on to mine just because I think we could definitely see another squeeze on the quantity of glove cases like I was mentioning previously. Really wish I had a screenshot, but I remember when there was a very big squeeze on the glove case, and you can see it in the lifetime graph here of how it peaked back in June, and the case was going for $3 a pop. I think there's definitely the potential for another one of those squeezes, and I think this bubble we're looking for, we're not in a bubble now, but this potential bubble could be very significant and offer the best time to sell in CSGO history. And I think right now could potentially be a good time to start preparing for that. But that's really all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to know your thoughts on this. Personally, I was never the biggest fan of the glove case. However, that's definitely changed recently. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.